Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game. Game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight reporting Allie LaForce. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at San Diego. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Checking out Boston. They came out of the gate swinging this season, fighting their way up the rankings. You just hope they can sustain this pace as the season wears on.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Outside the wings are Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. And it's Halliburton into the one. And for Boston, Alexander Sarr is out there with Bird. Then it's Jared McCain. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bird. Inside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Sarr's shot is off. Simmons against Nembhard. And it's Mathurin missing. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep. Sarr with the screen on Nembhard. Stolen by Nembhard. First quarter just over a minute played. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Stretching his range, Pascal Siakam. Long distance score there.
Now here's Simmons. Sabonis' screen on Mathurin. Simmons passes to Sabonis. Boston again missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Halliburton outside. And it's off from three-point range. Here is Simmons. Sabonis sets the pick for Simmons. Pass to Bird. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by Sabonis.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Bird passes to Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
How about
Larry Bird's like right back at you. I can throw bounce passes too out the freaking roll.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. We talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks. Misses the wing 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Halliburton against Simmons. And stolen by Simmons.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Now here's Bird. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Simmons on the wing. 5 to shoot. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And you could tell he thought that triple.
Tough start here for both teams.
Halliburton looking around. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Yeah, you know, going end to end, Larry may not beat you with pure speed. Matter of fact, he won't beat you with speed, but his instincts, platinum level off the chart as a finisher.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And a chance now to see where teams stand in the early stages of the NBA Cup.
And a lot can still change before we get to the knockout round.
Bad boys leading the way. Isaiah Thomas.
This competition has really added some excitement to the regular season since it started.
Jackson passes to Mathurin. Back to Jackson. Over Sabonis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Bird outside. Pass to McCain. High post shot. And he gets it to go.
Smart. he been hanging around with Bird doing stuff like that. Improve your position.
Passes to Jackson. Outside Mathurin. Siakam with it. Now defended by Sarr. That one good for 2. Siakam's got 5.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Outside Simmons. McCain gets a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. 5 points in the game.
You know, Simmons is a platinum level passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Mathurin finds Nembhard. Siakam outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Boston now. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Sabonis. Now, here is Bird. Sabonis' screen on Halliburton. Bird, the pass to Sabonis. 4 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Fires from 14. Back to McCain. To the middle. Here's Sarr. Good. And it's Bird.
Larry Bird. Oh, my goodness. Let's see that pass. Look at Bird. Cheeky little son of gun. Show the ball. God dang it, TJ. I'll zoom it out so that way you guys can see it better. Just got Halliburton on his back. Bam.
Bird's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Siakam outside. Mathurin passes to Siakam. It's deflected.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Got that one up quick. Bird's got his second bucket tonight. Pacers trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Siakam. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
What a nice move by Siakam. A much improved ball handler, especially for a forward. He's making it happen right there.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still. Just
look at Bird getting that flick down.
These teams at this point.
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
Bol, he's checked in for Boston. In Indiana with the change here, too. Neesmith, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. To the inside, Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
Does he even have to jump? Bol is a long guy.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 9-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. In the corner, it's Bird. McCain against Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Sabonis' shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Sabonis gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Siakam, high post. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Mathurin, good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Sabonis kicks the Bol. Nice ball movement by Boston. Sabonis, the pass to Bol. Here's McCain. No good from outside. And Clark, how about Indiana's recent run? Making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in back-to-back seasons.
You know, the last time that happened, Kevin, was about a decade ago when Paul George was the man leading the Pacers. Unfortunately, they fell to LeBron's Heat both times. I was courtside for a couple of those matchups. And then last season, advancing to the finals and pushing it all the way to 7 games. The Pacers have a really bright future ahead of them, in my opinion.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Nembhard's shot is good. Now just a 2-point Boston lead.
Working hard in the paint, Nembhard knows you got to bring it down low.
Simmons passes to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Nembhard after the basket by Boston. Mathurin for 3. The shot misses. On the wing, Bird. Neesmith covering. Outside, Simmons. Back to Sabonis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Boston making a switch here. Beasley's checked in, so an entirely new group in now for Indiana. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Siakam. Toppin comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Martin's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Now Bird following the 3-point attempt by Obi Toppin. Here's Sabonis, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead. And Indiana shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Outside, Martin. From beyond the arc, it's hauled in by Bird. Boston shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. To the paint. Sabonis. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
And creating a little separation here
gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's McConnell, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix.
Toppin is a Skywalker. Obi, insane verticality.
Boston leading by 6 on the wing. Bird. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Bird. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
It's been all about Domantas Sabonis for Boston. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. Right back after this break.
And Team Bird looks good.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one.
Let's take a look at this. He had a good performance. Bird didn't even work that hard. He's already almost working on a triple-double. He didn't even work that hard. We'll still sit him anyway and give him his normal rest. We'll bring in, tell you what, we'll bring in, let's see. Let's go ahead and give Johnson. Let's give Jackson Jr. He hasn't played all season. Let's give him some minutes. And we'll come in with Jerome at the 2-guard spot with Mitchell. And we'll keep Bol out there, so Bones will come out and be replaced by Kevin Love. No, Bamba. We'll come in with Bamba. All right.
What do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good ball.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Cody Martin. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Toppin. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's McConnell in at the point guard. Now, here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. A step-back shot here. Toppin, no one around him. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Toppin's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pacers. Boston leading by 3. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Jackson. Martin against Jerome. Bol the pass to Jerome. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Jerome's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now Toppin. Bol covering. Toppin finds Siakam. And again it's Indiana converting.
When he is locked in like this, points just seem to flow from Siakam no matter where he is on the floor.
Well, Obi Toppin, Clark, has always been a guy that goes right at the rim.
Yeah, I think dunking was instilled in him at an early age because he does it in a variety of flavorful ways, if you will. His father was a street ball legend, and his college coach encouraged him to have that dunk-first mentality every chance he got.
Now, here's Siakam. Following the miss by Bol. And that one drops for him.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still yet to score. Pass to Bol. Back to Mitchell. Now Bol. Outside Jackson. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back to you.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Nesmith very efficient in the catch-and-shoot situations.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Boston. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. Up top, Bamba. Out to the wing. Here's Jerome. The good-looking shot from the wing. Jerome's got 5 points now in the quarter. Indiana's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team.
We're going to bring Bird back in. Bird's not even that tired. I just want to go ahead and give him his normal rest to start the quarter, just to keep it on pace. Remember, Team Bird, after this game, has to go play Team Diesel right after this. No, they don't get no rest. It's a back-to-back. So I guess you kind of want to make sure Bird's fresh because, and keep in mind, after that game, they got to play Team Diesel again after they play Team Diesel with only one night in between. So it's very important we keep Larry fresh because we're going to need him.
Checked in for Boston. Bird comes in for Jackson. And the Pacers also making a change. Halliburton's checked in.
I tell you one thing, the way that Michael Porter Jr. has been playing, that matchup with Michael Porter Jr. is going to be amazing. The way Porter Jr. has been playing with Team Diesel.
Toppin against Song. Halliburton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. Here's Neesmith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Down low. Here's Song. Mitchell outside. Bird outside. Pass to Song. Bird looking it over. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's McConnell. Siakam a screen on Mitchell. McConnell passes to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Here's Song. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Halliburton passes to Toppin. Bamba against Siakam. Over Bamba. Hits the outside fadeaway. Siakam's got 19 points.
Man, Siakam going ham right now. 19 points already.
Pass to Song. Back to Jerome. Toppin against Song. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Pacers with the rebound. Halliburton with it. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
Now, here's Siakam. Back to McConnell. Three-pointer. And Sarr pulls it down. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Mitchell passes to Jerome. Bird inside. Siakam's there.
Bamba's got to finish that, man. You got to send that down, man.
Siakam passes to Halliburton.
He made up for it, though. Good block.
Great timing and awareness.
Here's Larry. Pull up. Money.
And that one, good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And they've also been pressuring the ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
Now, here's Siakam. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Back to Mitchell. Bird left side. With the fadeaway. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Boston lead.
Yeah, you know, when he's not beating you from the three or attacking the basket, Bird, very reliable from the mid-range.
Siakam against Bamba. Siakam kicks to Toppin. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Boston leading by 3. In the corner, it's Bird. Inside, Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And Siakam throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious.
We're going to go to our defensive lineup now. We're going to bring in Koulibaly and Ben Simmons in the backcourt.
And Brian Key wants a timeout.
Bring back in Sabonis as well.
Adjusting a thing or two. Making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Koulibaly comes in for Jerome, and it's Ben Simmons in for Davion Mitchell. Then for the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Siakam. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Toppin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Sabonis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's Halliburton following the basket by Larry Bird. And it's Mathurin missing.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Back to Bird. Here's Sabonis outside for Simmons. Nice ball movement by Boston. Bird against Mathurin. And it's Bird missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
It is a battle tonight in Larry Land, boy. No one really getting the edge right now.
Boston shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Shooting 2.
Sarr off to a good start with 9 points and 4 rebounds in the half.
That free throw missing. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy
missed that free throw though?
This current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Good on the second free throw.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
Now, here's Neesmith.
Sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot.
Nice play by the Pacers. Good pick there.
4-point game. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Bird. Back to Koulibaly. 6 to shoot. Here's Simmons, and Simmons
right back at you.
Simmons taking off.
Right up the gut.
Launching himself
right up the gut of the defense.
Rendering that D helpless.
Pacers trail by 6. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Jackson a screen on Bird. Mathurin against Bird. Halliburton outside. There's the 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mathurin attacking.
And strong off the bounce. Mathurin will keep.
Oh, man. How was that a foul? He jumped into Sabonis. He jumped into Sabonis. How was that a foul? What the hell? Sabonis was there.
Got a lot of things I like.
The modern era. Ticky-tack fouls, boy. That is a no. That should be a no call, if anything.
To the rim, he gets to the foul line a ton. I mean, he's got a fearlessness about him and a confidence about him that seems to point to him being a star in the not-too-distant future. Pretty easy to get excited about Bennedict Mathurin's potential. He's got a high motor and a terrific set of athletic skills and the ability to knock it down.
Toppin, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. Boston leading by 5. Saw the pass to Bird. Outside, Simmons. Bird outside. This one for 3. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Simmons to the middle. Bird outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up again. Back to Koulibaly. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Pass to Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Nembhard finds Halliburton. Launches a 3. Rebound Boston. Saw's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Basket good. Bird's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Jackson with the screen. And the dunk by Jackson.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
The beauty of a big stretch 4 with Larry Bird. Man, imagine if Kevin McHale could shot 3s. They could have been running pick and roll McHale and Bird.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Boston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for Indiana, they should win this one. But we always talk about these trap games where a team comes in thinking that they could just walk away with it.
Especially when the opponent is thirsty, as is the case here. And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for Boston.
It's all been gravy, baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's orange.
Man, just good ball movement by Team Bird, man. That's what you want to see. They got 19 team assists. Pacers doing pretty good with 17 team assists, though. However, the rebound differential, that's the story. 25-17. We'll see what happens in the second half. Enjoy.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers.
Larry Bird working on a triple-double.
Alexander Sarr is out there with Bird. Then it's Jared McCain. And it's Simmons in at the point. That's the Boston 5.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Simmons. Double team Sabonis. Here's McCain. Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Domantas Sabonis.
Man, McCain got free in that corner, man. I'll tell you. This is so old school. It just goes to show you that just because something's old doesn't mean it can't still work. We're running an old school set from the 80s. This is what Larry Bird used to play out of. Twin low post guys. And you just basically just run actions out of that. You can still use it in today's game as long as you have good post-up players that command respect.
He misses the free throw.
That's the requirement. You have to have good low-post players that command respect.
Sabonis is a guy you expect to put a double-double up most nights. That is so valuable.
And certainly with Bird and Sabonis, you certainly have that.
And he sinks the second. Pacers trail by 9. Siakam passes to Mathurin. Rebound Boston. Sabonis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Sarr with a screen on Mathurin. Back to McCain. Pass to Sabonis. Double team Sabonis. Bird passes to Sarr. Back to Bird. To the paint, tries again, and Sabonis lays it up and in. Sabonis has got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
Boy, a big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
To the inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Now here's Simmons. Out to Bird. A 3. Good, and it's Sabonis.
I don't know what they were thinking. That's why they left Larry Bird wide open. Sabonis created that with a double team.
Halliburton passes to Jackson. Siakam up top. Covered by Sarr. Pass to Nembhard. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
How's that for a finish? Surprise, surprise. Nembhard showing he's got some ups.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Kevin, back to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. Now, here's Siakam. Following the missed shot by Sabonis. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
I think the chemistry is coming along. They're starting to know each other's tendencies now. Sabonis is cut right to the basket.
Pacers trail by 12. And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
So as we're in week 3 of this season, it's starting to look like the teams that came out strong. You know, we know that the bad boys are still doing what they're doing. Team Wilt's doing what they're doing. However, it looks like Team Jordan is now becoming a team with the most questions. Team Bird, who started out very poorly, is looking like, man, out of all the teams, they take care of the ball a lot better. They don't have near the turnovers that Showtime has, of course. And, yeah, this is a very, very balanced team the way they're playing right now. So we'll see how things going on. But you still have Dr. J out there kicking butt in the Western Conference. You got Team Mamba, so a lot to be decided, guys. A lot to be decided.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Kevin Love's checked in for Sabonis. Cole comes in for Alexander Sarr. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Jared McCain. And it's Ty Jerome in for Ben Simmons. Here's Mathurin. He's got 6. Pass to Siakam. Jackson setting the pick here for Siakam. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Indiana again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now, here's Bull. Here's Bird. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bird's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And it's Love missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And so it's Boston with it. The Pacers making the shot. Jerome passes to Bird. Back to Jerome. Drops in the tray. Jerome's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Bird gets
Larry Bird, triple-double, no trouble. 17, 10, and 10.
For his position.
Halliburton against Coulibaly. Indiana moving the ball around. Halliburton outside. Lets it go with a 3. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jerome finds Coulibaly. Good on the shot. And Boston leads by 15.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels. He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
On the wing, Bird. Defended by Mathurin. Bird outside. It's Bull, top of the key. Back to Bird. Inside. And the dunk by Bull.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
There's Siakam after the basket by Boston. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And they were one of the NBA's top 5 fast break teams. Not many were better on the break than this group.
And you just brought up their assists. They worked the ball around so well. Their offense last season evolved around their passing game. Boston making a switch here. Mamba's checked in.
Man, Kevin Love gave him some minutes. He ain't doing too much. He tired already. The old man.
Here's Jerome. He's got 8. Pass to Coulibaly. Now, here is Bird. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Bird. It's rebounded by Indiana. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Mathurin. That shot, no good. Nice D from Bird. Fade away. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Siakam passes to Jackson. There's Jerome. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jerome's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Jackson. Smith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. Now, here's Siakam. 1 point in the game.
And checking out the numbers here for McConnell. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bang. His scoring turns the tide.
Free throw is good by Toppin.
You know, Obi Toppin is known as a high flyer for good reason. He's somebody that really goes after any chance he gets to throw it down. He's dunking it whenever he gets close to that rim.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sabonis, he's checked in for Bol. Johnson comes in for Coulibaly. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. Boston leading by 16. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by McConnell. Up top, Bird. 17 points in the game. Kept alive. Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Sabonis is simply relentless on the boards. Doing a nice job getting that second chance basket.
Siakam with it. Bamba picks him up. Indiana again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Sabonis kicks to Bird. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. In third, the Pacers.
You know, after that solid performance last year, there will be a lot of high expectations this year. And nothing stays exactly the same for a team from year to year. There are a lot of dynamics involved, particularly shooting percentages.
And Indiana making a change here. Bradley's checked in. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Offensive rebound. For the 3. Doesn't go for him.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
3-pointer, Bird. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now McConnell. Still scoreless. Halliburton outside. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Halliburton with the steal. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Halliburton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Mitchell. Bird left side. Pass to Bamba. Back to Bird. Pocket 6. Over Neesmith. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bird's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, the jump shot of Bird is so pure. He's got his mechanics down, textbook style.
And Toppin throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And it's Bird missing. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 15-point game. Halliburton up top. Toppin a screen on Johnson. Halliburton finds Toppin. Up top, McConnell. Covered by Mitchell. Halliburton for three. And it's Bird with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Sabonis sets the pick for Bird. Sabonis' shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they...
Look out!
Yes, sir, Obi Toppin. Very few better at throwing it down than him.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here is Bird. 19 points in the game. Johnson outside. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Johnson. This ball movement by Boston. Sabonis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
For Boston, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Free throw good. Sabonis. So both teams making some changes here. And Sabonis drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now, here's McConnell. Scoreless thus far. Outside for Martin. A three-pointer, no good. Austin leading by 15. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Right side Jackson. The three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off ball. The Pacers making a switch here.
Number 7, Cam Jones.
Pacers trail by 15. McConnell passes to Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
Going up strong that time. Neesmith with a very athletic play.
Now, here's Mitchell. It'll count. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fella. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And so it's Boston in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Siakam is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Aaron Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Martin in at the shooting guard position.
I like seeing Bol be aggressive inside and not allowing physical defense to bother his shot.
And here is Siakam. Tapping a screen on Sabonis. Siakam's shot is off. Boston leading by 18. Mitchell with it. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Mitchell. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Mitchell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Pacers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Siakam outside. Toppin kicks to Siakam. Mitchell against McConnell. Martin wide open. He fires. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 6 assists now in the game. Mitchell against McConnell. Mitchell passes to Sabonis. Six to shoot. Now Bol. That one doesn't drop. Here's Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Boston. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now here's Mitchell to the middle. Here's Sabonis, and another basket for Boston.
Embracing more and more responsibility each season. Sabonis very comfortable being a big-time scorer for this team.
Pass to Toppin. And here is Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got 23 points.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Now, here's Mitchell. Shoots. And another basket for Boston. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see how teams are trying to draft so high.
Boston leading by 20. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Bol. Back to Sabonis. To the paint. And the dunk by Bol.
Well, you know, Sabonis has really developed into an outstanding player, unselfish. He loves to pass the ball and get his teammates involved.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. To the inside. That's tipped. Mitchell finds Bol. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Team Larry Bird, man. They look like a totally different team that started the season, man. This is going to be their 3rd straight blowout, man. They blew out Charlotte. They blew out Utah. Now they're blowing this team out. The Jazz. Excuse me, Minnesota. That was their 4th straight. Their 4th straight, excuse me. They blew out Charlotte, Utah, Minnesota, which was surprising. Now Indiana.
You expect to see him at the line.
But they got Diesel tomorrow night, man. We'll see what they're made of tomorrow night. That front line gonna get tested. That front line gonna get tested, man. Sabonis, Sarr, Bol, all them dudes gonna get tested.
And he's good on the second.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Now, here's Mitchell. Champagnie, a 3-pointer off the mark. And here is Siakam. McConnell with it. Halliburton in the corner, beyond the arc, and Bol pulls it down.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Boston. Halliburton outside. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Boston leading by 20. Outside Jackson. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened. To take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season, I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Here's Halliburton, following the basket by Kevin Love. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Nifty move. And Toppin throws it down.
When he's this close to the rack, that's exactly what he's looking to do. Slam it down. Well done, Toppin.
Now Mitchell. Outside Jackson. Back to Mitchell. Over McConnell. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Pacers trail by 20. Halliburton in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Champagnie. From deep. Drains the three-pointer. Champagnie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They have banged the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
Now Toppin. Halliburton.
No rebounds, no rings. Got a rebound, man.
That one goes in. Siakam's got 27 points.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
Here's Mitchell. Down low. A double-team Love. Jackson dishes to Love. Over McConnell. Love can't hit. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. He's looking for Toppin and finds him.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam.
This is going to be a good win for Team Bird because Bird's on the bench resting. We want to bring him back in the rest of the game. Get him ready to play Team D-Lou, nice and fresh. Didn't have to work that hard tonight.
Back to Love.
Can't say that about Team Jordan, where Jordan is just, man, Jordan right now is at maximum capacity on effort, but the last couple games.
Now here's Halliburton. There's the pick. It's up a three. Rebounded by Jackson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here is Love. Right side Jackson. Pass to Champagnie. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by McConnell. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Now, here's Siakam. He's guarded by Love. And the wide open shot from McConnell. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Siakam's got his 7th assist here tonight. Boston leading by 18. Mitchell outside. Here's Love. Bull outside. Jacks up a three. It's McConnell on the rebound. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Halliburton outside. Now Siakam. Now McConnell. Tries it from 19. That one misses. Boston leading by 18. Now here's Jackson. Love with the screen for Jackson. Here's Champagnie. Love with the screen on Toppin. Bull. He brings it as the shot clock ticks down. Bulls got 9 points now in just the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Well, we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Larry Bird.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan has been incredible with his attacking at the offensive end, and it's been all game long. Never hesitating to attack a gap in the defense, and then he found a lot of points by slicing his way right to the cup.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
Team Bird will go to 5-2 as they get ready to take on Team Diesel in 24 hours.
There's 159.
Shaquille O'Neal versus Larry Bird.
Jackson passes to Halliburton. Some nice passing here by Indiana.
Correction. 1986 Larry Bird versus 2001 Shaquille O'Neal. They're absolute primes. Uh-oh. He got me. Man, Siakam is slippery, man.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Bull outside. Nembhard against Jackson. Mitchell. Rebounded by Halliburton. Pacers trail by 18.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive.
You said let some of the fans come in and finish the game for Team Larry Bird.
What a fantastic play for the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
If only we could, man. If only we could.
Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And in a 2-game season,
Pacers are done.
always want to take charge of game 1, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against Indiana.
Got my man. Can I get it? Yeah. I thought Halliburton would recover.
A terrific night for Larry Bird.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Here's Halliburton.
Ah, man. Bowl's gassed, man.
Now Jackson.
Not that gas, though. Good block by Bowles. Long arms. You ain't gotta be that energetic to block shots when you're that tall. I tell you one thing, you better get ready. You gonna get tested against Diesel. Better get ready, Bowl. You ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Jackson fires. No good from 3.
And that'll do it. That'll do it. Larry Bird with a casual triple-double tonight as he leads his team to victory, and yet another strong team all-around performance by TLB, Team Larry Bird.
So tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now, our player of the game, Larry Bird.
Man, Larry just casually hitting them fadeaways, man. I swear, Larry got a sweet jumper, don't he, man? It's effortless, low maintenance. But let's take a look here at the statistics here. Team Bird goes 32% from downtown on 9 of 28 shooting as a team. Pacers go 8 for 35, 23% to keep pace. Neither team got out and ran. I'm surprised that the Pacers didn't get more fast break points, so Team Bird did a good job. Did a good job with stopping the Pacers' fast break. However, usually when you shoot 50%, it's hard to run on a team that shoots 50% from the field because you don't get the misses. And you look at all the second chance points that Team Bird has, so they're getting all those offensive rebounds too. They had 12 offensive rebounds and 11 second chance points, 5 steals, 3 blocks. Yikes! However, look at that stat. Look at the bottom, guys. 17 dunks by the Pacers, and they're getting ready to play Shaquille O'Neal. Yikes. We could be running into a monster. Literally. You gave up 17 dunks to the Pacers, and you're getting ready to play 2001 Shaquille O'Neal. Ouch. That's all I'm saying, man. That doesn't look good for what's coming up next for Team Bird, man. This could be one of those trap games where you feeling good, you think you got it all, and then you run into an absolute nightmare the next game. But anyway, let's take a look at Bird. Bird just casually performing. Bird shot under 50% tonight for the first time this season. 1 for 6. Didn't shoot particularly well, but he got everybody involved. Had a complete floor game. 13 boards, 11 assists, and 3 steals. Hey, and got everybody involved. Look at that stat line. Everybody contributing. And that's the way Larry likes it. And more important, let's take a look at Larry's stats on the season. He's shooting 75% around the basket. And his overall health as it stands right now, he's completely fresh, so he'll be ready for tomorrow night against Shaq when Shaq comes in. Larry's in perfect health, no injuries, no risk of injury, so he's doing it. Let's take a look here at Larry Bird's highlight reel before we go ahead and end this stream. Nice kick out by Sabonis. Finding Koulibaly. I'll tell you one thing, Koulibaly and Simmons are going to have to play really big against Michael Porter Jr. for Team Diesel. He said, I got to say, though, Bird is 16. Another thing 2K Google get wrong. Anytime we see pics of Bird and Magic, Bird is – I get it, guys. I mean, everybody wants to nitpick stuff, but I get it, man. My thing is this. As long as the mismatches are being respected, the heights are fine with me. 6'9", 16. The fact of the matter is, when you get Bird matched up against a smaller guy, he dominates every time in the low post. Every time. That's what matters, because you can talk heights all you want to, but if the logic isn't right, it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? What I care about is the gameplay. And when you post Bird up against a guy who's 6'3", it's barbecue chicken every time, the way it should be. Guys, because there is no way a 6'3" guy, like, hey, Lotus Life, how you doing? You'll tune in more often. I like the way you play. Well, I'm glad you've been watching. You've been doing a lot of commentating. I'm glad you enjoyed the game, man. I hope you're keeping up with the storylines and everything that's going on with all the teams as we continue with this journey. I'm glad to have you, man. Sure, I'm enjoying it myself. So as we look here at Team Larry Bird's schedule, Neek said Larry was almost 6'11". I bet he did. Neek said he was almost 6'11". I bet he did. All those fadeaways he used to hit in his face. Shoot, Dominique took so many fadeaways from Larry Bird, he probably thinks Bird's 7'5". All those fadeaways that Neek used to get, they had some battles back in the day, man. I tell you, that's one of the all-time great duels, man. Everybody talks about, Jordan, like Bird and Magic, or Jordan versus Bird, or, or even Steph Curry versus LeBron James. But I'm telling you, the matchup of Dominique Wilkins and Larry Bird is probably the most underrated duel in NBA history. Nobody ever talks about how many great high-scoring games they had against each other in the season, let alone the playoffs. They had some magical performances against each other throughout their career. It's just that Dominique never played in the finals, so you know how that goes. You don't get the notoriety. But the reality of it is the game film don't lie. Listen, you see Dominique Wilkins and Larry Bird playing, it's going to be a show. It's going to be a show. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed to be a show. But back to this here. Saying here, we got Team Larry Bird. As you can see, they just took care of the Indiana Pacers. Now, they've got to take on Team Diesel right after this game with no rest, and then in one day off, and they'll play Team Diesel again. So we're going to find out what Team Bird's made of here. They're doing pretty good now. Remember, they started the season off losing their first 2 games and then had a 17-point comeback against the Oklahoma City Thunder in the fourth quarter. And from that time on, they've just been obliterating people with good team basketball. They took out the Charlotte Hornets, took out the Jazz. They upset, in my opinion, the Minnesota Timberwolves 111-75, held them to 75 points. Think about that. Team with Anthony Edwards, Naz Reid, and whom else? A team with think about it. They held Julius Randle, Edwards, and Naz Reid to 75 points, and DiVincenzo. This is one of the better offensive teams in the NBA, and they completely shut them down. and now the Pacers. So now they got to go up against and take on Team Diesel. I'm telling you right now, guys, it's going to be rough. But with that being said, that's Team Larry Bird's journey. Let's find out who's up next on the Daily View. I think it's Akeem's turn. Team Jordan's had their game. Michael with a great performance today. And now Hakeem Olajuwon. Now it's time for Hakeem. Now, as we turn to Hakeem in the dream, let's go ahead and chart their situation and their story. Now, they started the season off really hard. Now, these losses are misleading because understand that Hakeem Olajuwon got hurt in the first game of the season, guys. So basically ever since the first game, he's been playing hurt the entire time. And they've been playing catch-up the entire time. But they've been winning games. However, they're playing against teams that really, no, they haven't really, they played against Team Jordan. They lost that one. I kind of expected that. They also got absolutely destroyed by the Miami Heat. You should have seen that one, man. Ian Badegio dominated Hakeem because, remember, Hakeem was hurt. He just couldn't change ends with him. He got killed in transition. Then they took out the Bulls 2 straight, and they beat Utah. Now they got to come in here and play the Clippers. This is going to be a hard matchup because we know with Kawhi Leonard, on any given night, Kawhi can go from anywhere. If he can give you a triple-double or 50 points and just completely take over the game, to say nothing of James Harden. So that's going to be a tough – and you got to factor in Zubac. You have to factor in Zubac. That matchup with Victor Zubac in the middle is going to be crucial because, in my opinion, Zubac is probably the best offensive rebounder in the modern era right now. In my opinion, he's the best pure low-post rebounder on the offensive end that the NBA has to offer in today's game. And so Hakeem's going to be really up against it, especially with Mark Williams is hurt too for a Team Dream because remember he was drafted. Let's take a quick look here at the team here, at the rosters. Remember, Mark Williams was drafted here to help on the boards, much like Otis Thorpe was there. Remember Otis Thorpe from 1994? That's why Mark Williams was drafted because he complements Hakeem in that way for rebounding. He's not going to be able to play, although he is getting somewhat better. He's day-to-day. He's eligible to play. Not going to do it because you don't want to run the risk of him getting injured. So it'll be Hakeem pretty much taking on that front line of Zubac and pretty much Kawhi Leonard. The good thing about it is, though, when Zubac goes to the bench, the Clippers get extraordinarily small. So that's the good thing they have going for them. Now, I will say also, too, that Kelly Olynyk might be able to do some things with Kawhi Leonard in pick and roll with DeJounte Murray. It will be interesting to see from a pick and pop perspective because DeJounte Murray he can get to the basket like no other. I mean, this team was built around Hakeem with the players that I feel would complement him in the modern era. To me, to get the best out of Hakeem, you put a bunch of three-pointer shooters around him, you give him a couple of rebounders that can help him out in the glass, and you basically just let that man do what he does down in the paint, and you let those guards do it and do what they do. That's pretty much you really don't need to make a really logical, deep attack with Hakeem because Hakeem has so many ways to score. You really can just basically give it to him within 15 feet and just get out the way. And you can play any offense with that style. You can play a Jokic type style offense like they do now with high pick and roll, or you can just do old school low post, with Hakeem. So, or you can do pick and roll or pick and pop. But with that being said, guys, I will see you guys next time as the Houston Dream get ready to take on the LA Clippers to try to put their record to 6-3 and move up in the rankings in the Western Conference. As right now, they are trailing the Golden State Warriors. Team Dr. J at the top, kicking butt, 6-0. Kobe and Magic are right behind them with Team Diesel at 5-2. So, and the Eastern Conference, look at the Eastern Conference. The bad boys, Isaiah Thomas and Wilt Chamberlain at the top, kicking butt. Team Jordan right there at 7-1. However, they got their butts kicked by Showtime recently, but they bounced back against the Dallas Mavericks. However, Michael Jordan had to go into the bag to do it. So don't get it twisted. I think that's 7-1. I think Team Jordan is pretending, man. I think they pretending, man. I know it's hard to say that. I know it's blasphemy to say anything about Michael Jordan pretending, but the recent games that we have seen have not been good for Team Jordan, man. They have been getting out-rebounded like crazy. And they haven't played any of the monster teams in terms of rebounding, except for the Clippers. And they got handled there. And then you see Team Kareem right there at 5-1. And Team Bird finally moving up the standings. They are finally in the playoff picture after all this time. But we're still early in the season. We're only in the third week. And, yeah, that's the state of affairs right now. And I will see you guys for the Houston Dream taking on the LA Clippers. Coming up shortly, I'll have that game for you guys in probably the next 20 to 30 minutes. So set your dial. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're there when all the action goes live. I will see you next time on the NBA Legends in the Modern Era Series, Ultimate Showdown Season, here on Rexington Strong Style Sports. See you next time. Peace.